will they ask for next? A Westminster Hall debate on the moon landings, the bill of dredging the Loch Ness, public inquiry into whether the earth is flat. The biggest threat to the impartiality of the civil service is the party opposite.
Shadow Leader of the Labour Party, Angela Rayner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I'd also like to thank members opposite for asking why a senior civil servant, famed for their integrity and dedication to public service, decided to join the party with a real plan for Britain, rather than, Mr Speaker, a tired-out, washed-up, sleaze-addicted Tory government. This is the exceptional circumstances that the Minister spoke about. A party so self-obsessed that they are using parliamentary time to indulge in the conspiracy theories of the former Prime Minister and his gang. What will they ask for next? A Westminster Hall debate on the moon landings, the bill of dredging the Loch Ness, or a public inquiry into whether the earth is flat? The biggest threat to the impartiality of the civil service is the party opposite and their decade of debasing and demeaning public standards in public life. And they talk about trust, Mr Speaker. This debate says more about the delusions of the modern Conservative Party than it does about anything else. And after this question, Mr Speaker, I'll go back to my office to help people struggling with the cost of living crisis, getting an NHS dentist or...
Order! 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 I don't think that was a wise idea to carry on when I'm stood up. Thank you. Can I just say, I expect everybody to be heard quietly, because I want to hear what's being said. It's too important not for me to hear. And when you keep chunnering on, I cannot hear. So I want the same respect to everyone who wishes to speak. Angela Rayner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. As I was saying, after this question, I'll go back to my office to help people struggling with the cost of living, getting an NHS dentist and paying their energy bills, all of which is a result of 13 years of this failed Conservative administration. While they play games, Mr Speaker, we're getting on with tackling the real issues facing the country. When will they do the same?
Well, Mr Speaker, having heard from the Right Honourable Lady, she's clearly been advised that attack is the best form of defence. I quite understand why they feel in need of some more advisers and some new advisers, given her tone today. I understand the dilemma faced by the Leader of the Opposition. Having looked inside his tent, I understand why he's reaching so far outside it. After so many rebrands, I appreciate why the Right Honourable Lady and the Leader of the Opposition require someone who can do joined up. But let me just say this. The party opposite talks about rules. They talk about transparency. They talk about standards in public life. Given all the constant talk, it's time they walked the walk. So I ask the Right Honourable Lady to go away and think. Why are they refusing to publish when they met with Sue Gray? Why are they being evasive? Why can't they tell us what they discussed, where they met, how often they met? Their refusal to do so begs the question, exactly what is Labour trying to hide? Many across the House have noticed that the Leader of the Opposition has a tendency to claim a self-righteous monopoly on morals. But there are now serious questions as to whether Labour, by acting fast and loose, undermined the rules and the impartiality of the civil service. Those opposite must ask themselves, why did the Leader of the Opposition covertly meet with a senior civil servant, and why were those meetings not declared? They believe ACOBA rules should be tightened, but why weren't the current ones followed? It is incumbent on everyone across the House to uphold and preserve the integrity and the perceived impartiality of the civil service. This is about trust, Mr Speaker, and it is the Labour Party that risks damaging that trust with an offer of appointment. But the Labour Party can help restore that trust. They can do the right thing. They can publish the list of meetings between themselves and Sue Gray. They can publish who attended those meetings and publish when they started speaking to Sue Gray, because there is nothing in the ACOBA rules that stops them doing so today.